And hello and good evening and welcome to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as Oklahoma City Comets baseball is on the air on AM 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com and the iHeartRadio app. But welcome to those joining us also on MILB TV and Valley Sports Live. Alex Reed with you here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer in our 1340 studios tonight is Jeff Gaddy. The Oklahoma City Comets, AAA affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers, meeting the Memphis Redbirds, the AAA affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals. Interleague play across the Pacific Coast League and International League here this week. They're in a couple of series. First and only interleague series for both these teams this year. And Memphis so far has won 3 of the first 4 games. Comets at 29 and 26 in the half, 75 and 55 overall. The Redbirds at 28 and 27 in the half, 69 and 59. Memphis winning each of the first 3 games before the Comets able to claim a victory last night. It hopefully can make it wins in back-to-back games this evening. Right-hander Landon Knack's coming off a quality start in a win on the road in Tacoma this past Sunday. Now with 17 games and 14 starts with the Comets 4-5, a 7.31 ERA, 83 and 2/3 innings. 71 runs, 68 earned on 89 hits, 38 walks, and 78 strikeouts with opponents batting .271. Got off to a bumpy start on a Sunday in Tacoma, then really settled in, got through 6. It is only one of 2 6-inning starts by a Comet this month, in both have been by Knack. Tacoma will have J.J. Weatherholt, Brian Torres, and Matt Koperniak here in the top of the first. They have scored in the first inning in every game of this series. And also the Comets have now given up a first-inning run in 6 straight games entering tonight. So looking to start off with a 0 for the first time in a week. Another cloudy night here in Oklahoma City. Again, we have barely seen the sun this week. It has rained on and off, but never during game time. It has cooled down the temperatures much below what we're used to here in late August. Tonight, 79 degrees here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Winds are blowing at 8 miles an hour out towards left field. J.J. Weatherholt to lead off for the Redbirds. 34 games with Memphis, batting .331, 9 homers, 21 RBI. Did not play yesterday. 1 of 5 with an RBI double on Thursday. He'll bat from the left side of the plate. Senzel is in at third, and Knack delivers the first pitch of the ball game. It's taken for ball 1. We're underway at 7:06 tonight. Weatherholt 5 of 14 in the series. Enters tonight on a 7-game hitting streak and having hit safely in 12 of 13. Here's the 1-0 to Weatherholt. He'll swing, hit a ground ball right side. Couple of small steps to the left for Gauthier, whole field, and throw to first. There's one down here in the top of the first inning. Comets defensively, outfield left to right go C.J. Alexander, Esteury Ruiz, and Jose Ramos. At third base, Nick Senzel. The shortstop is Noah Miller. Second baseman Austin Gauthier. At first base, Lucan Baker. And the catcher is Chucky Robinson. Brian Torres at the plate for the Redbirds, batting .309. International League leader in on-base percentage. The left-hander takes the first pitch high for ball 1. And on base for Torres at .430 entering tonight. 6 home runs, 37 RBI. 0 for 3 with a walk last night. Here's the 1-0 to Torres. He'll swing at a fly ball to deep right field. Ramos back, still moving at the wall, and it is gone. A solo home run by Brian Torres, his 7th of the season, as Memphis continues to score in the first inning every game this series. The Comets have now given up a first-inning run in 7 straight games. It's 1-0 Redbirds here in the first. The 3rd home run allowed by the Comets in this series. The good news, though, is they've all been solo home runs. Brings up Matt Koperniak, hitting .247, 13 home runs and 53 RBI. That's from the left side, the first pitch. It's called for a strike with a fastball. Koperniak 1 of 2, 3 walks last night. So on base 4 times total, scored twice. Been on base a lot this series, including in 6 of his last 7 plate appearances. 0-1, he'll swing at a fly ball, shallow left field. Alexander coming towards the line in foul territory. It gets out of play. And looked like Alexander hit the sidewall. That part of the field obstructed from our view, but could see where Alexander ended up on the ground. 0-2 to Koperniak. 5 of 13, 6 walks in the series. Memphis walking 30 times in 4 games here against the Comets, including 14 last night. The pitch. Koperniak will take a curve for a ball. See where it ends up on the ABS locator. Was on the corner, but not challenged by the Comets. Ball in it. 2 strikes to Koperniak. Memphis team that has the fewest strikeouts in the International League. The pitch is high and outside. And a total of 32 strikeouts in the first 4 games of this series. That's right around their season average, about 8 per game. 2 balls in it. 2 strikes to Koperniak. Here's the pitch from Knack. Inside from 0-2 to 3-2. Bases empty, 1 out, 1-0 Memphis after the Torres home run. Blaze Jordan on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Koperniak. Here's the pitch from Knack. That's a curveball inside. Lost him after it was 0-2. Koperniak over at first now with 1 out for Blaze Jordan. 21 games with Memphis, batting .182, 2 homers, 20 RBI, but has a really good series. 7 of 18 with 4 batted in. Bats from the right side of the plate. Got the old shade towards the middle. Last night, Comets turned 4 double plays to tie their season high. Jordan hit into 2 of them as the pitch is outside. 1-0 Comets in the first. Comets in special blue jerseys tonight. It is Pack the Park Blue Night. More on that in a moment. 1-0 the count to Jordan. Here's the pitch from Knack. That's in the dirt, down and away. 6 straight outside the strike zone. Light blue jerseys. Comets in front in blue lettering. Blue numbers on the front and the back. White pants, blue hats with OKC in light blue letters on the front. Supporting Prostate Cancer Awareness Night here in partnership with OU Health. These jerseys are available for auction right now. Here's the pitch. Swings and hits a 1-hopper. Miller somehow snags it. Tosses to Gauthier for 1 over to first. That's a double play. That ball was smoked off the bat of Jordan. I have no idea how Miller grabbed it. First pitch to the bottom of the first is outside from Quinn Matthews to Esteury Ruiz. Comets in the same position they've been all week, coming to the plate for the first time down. It's 1-0 Memphis. Ruiz hitting .310, 12 homers, 52 RBI. Didn't play yesterday. Here's the 1-0 from Matthews. It's inside for ball 2. 1-3 with a walk and a sac bunt on Thursday night. 5 for 12 in the series. Left-hander Quinn Matthews making the start tonight for the Redbirds. Last year's minor league pitcher of the year across baseball. The pitch is down in the zone for a strike as Matthews went from single A to triple A. Stops at 4 different Cardinals affiliates last year. This season it's all been with Memphis. 18 starts, 3-5, 3.74 ERA. His pitch, it's in the dirt. 74 2/3 innings, 34 runs, 31 earned on 61 hits. 57 walks. The walks have taken a climb this year with 88 strikeouts. Opponents about at .225. Missed about a month and a half earlier this year due to injury. Here's the 3-1 to Ruiz. That's a little bit high for ball 4. Now Ruiz will draw a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the first. Last night our game had a combined 23 walks. 9 drawn by the Comets, 14 by Memphis. Those 14 walks set in Oklahoma City Bricktown era single game record, not one you want to set. Yet the Comets still won. Austin Gauthier the plate, hitting .264, 4 homers, 42 RBI. First pitch. He'll take a strike. Gauthier last night, 1-5, a 2-run triple. Comets also struck out 16 times yesterday, tied for their high in a 9-inning game this year. Infielders at regular double play depth up the middle. Jordan near the bag at third. The count at 0-1. A step and throw to first, and Ruiz in standing up safely. Comets only have 1 stolen base total through 4 games against the Redbirds. Ruiz, the league leader, with 52 steals. 1-0 Memphis in the bottom of the first inning. 0 to Gauthier. That's high for ball one. Matthews taken by St. Louis in the fourth round of the 2023 draft, a senior sign out of Stanford. Had been drafted after his junior year by Tampa Bay, but chose to go back to school. Curveball's a little bit outside. It is now 2-1 to Gauthier. That one clipped the outer edge of the ABS zone, but again, not challenged by the Redbirds. Matthews shaking a couple of signs from Collins, his catcher. 2-1 to Gauthier. Here's the pitch. Swings and fouls it out of play to the right side. Memphis in their Navy jerseys tonight. Red M with music notes making up the base of the M. That's on the front left side. Red numbers, neon letters style on the back. Gray pants, navy hats. 2-2 the count to Gauthier. Matthews picks up his leg, but time has been granted to Gauthier. Home plate umpire tonight, Tom Fornarola. Raymond Villanueva at third base and Trevor Matthews at third. 1-0 Memphis in the first. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gauthier. Here's the pitch. There goes Ruiz. It's low. Throw is down to second and not going to be in time. So Esteury Ruiz, league leading 53rd stolen base of the year. He'll be at second with nobody out. It's now a full count to Gauthier. .51 of those with Oklahoma City. Now 5 shy of tying the Bricktown era single season record. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gauthier. Pitch from Matthews. Swings and fouls it back. So the first plate appearance with a runner in scoring position tonight. Comets normally really good. They have not been this series. There's no other way to put it. 9 of 53 as a team. They've had tons of chances. 3 balls in it. 2 strikes to Gauthier. Here's the pitch from Matthews. Swings and fights it off. And it's not just the fact they're not getting hits, it's they're striking out a lot with runners in scoring position. 24 strikeouts in those 53 at-bats. That included last night 10 strikeouts while going 3 for 17 overall with runners in scoring position. 3-2 pitch. That's low for ball 4. Matthews with back-to-back walks to start off the bottom of the first. The defense for the Redbirds, outfield left to right, is Mike Antico, Michael Ciani, and Brian Torres. At third base, Blaze Jordan. The shortstop, J.J. Weatherholt. Noah Menlinger is at second base. First baseman, Matt Lloyd, and the catcher, Gavin Collins. Now, the Redbirds last week in their home series against Gwinnett had a total of 9 walks throughout the 6 games. They are now up to 30 walks in this series. And we've got time called and a clock violation on Matthews. It'll be 1-0 to Lucan Baker. Hitting .345 in his 15 games with the Comets. 1 home run, 9 RBI. What proved to be the game-winning single in the bottom of the 8th inning last night. Here's the pitch to Baker. That's high for ball 1. Baker 3 of 13 this series, 2 RBI. Sits safely in 7 straight overall. A guy who spent parts of 4 years with the Redbirds, including most of this year. The franchise's all-time home run leader. The pitch is high and outside, and an International League MVP with the Redbirds 2 years ago. So now it is 3-0 to Baker. I mentioned Matthews and the walks. Now, lately he's been curbing them. Here's the 3-0. That's called for a strike. Between June and July, it was 30 walks and 35 1/3 innings. This month, just 9 walks and 26 1/3 innings entering tonight. But again, he's walked the first 2 he has faced. 3-1 to Baker. Ward on deck, the pitch. Fouled out of play behind the plate. Last year for Matthews, It was 3.1 walks per 9 innings. This year it's 5.7. Two on, none out here in the bottom of the first. Comets down 1-0. 3-2 to Baker. He'll pop it up. Shallow right. In foul territory, Lloyd near the tarp will make the catch. The runners remain at first and second for Ward. One nothing Redbirds in the first. Ward batting .300, 31 home runs, a minor league leading 114 RBI. 0 for 2, 3 walks last night and 1 run scored. Pretty quiet series so far, 2 of 16 with 1 RBI. That's from the left side of the plate. Ruiz remains at second, Gauthier at first. Pitch from Matthews. It's a breaking ball high. Comets third base coach Chris Gutierrez, the first base coach Tyler Hollow. Matthews a look at second. Here's the 1-0. Ward will take a strike. Matthews a little unique when he comes set. It's like he rocks the baby. He brings his glove up towards his ear first when he gets the signal from his catcher. Then brings the glove to meet the ball at his belt line. Rocks it back and forth before coming set. Here's the 1-1. Swings it. It's a line drive deep down the left side, but heading foul and goes off the side of the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame and Museum. 325 down the left field line. It goes out to 415 in deep left center, 400 in straightaway center, 377 in right center, 325 down the right field line with a wall about 25 feet high. A ball and 2 strikes to Ward, 2 on and 1 out. Comets down 1-0 in the first. A turn and throw back to second, and Ruiz is picked off. It was the shortstop Weatherholt coming in from behind to receive the throw and put the tag on Ruiz. That's a big second out and erases the runner in scoring position. Ball and 2 strikes to Ward, the pitch. Breaking ball's high. Matthews, 24 years old, will be 25 in October. From the town of Aliso Viejo in Orange County, California. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball is popped up. Shallow right, second baseman. Endlinger is under it, coming back to the infield to make the catch. Inning that, again, starts with promise. 1-0 Memphis after the first inning. Matt Lloyd, Noah Mendlinger, and Gavin Collins coming up. Lloyd hitting .283, 5 homers, 44 RBI. Bats left the first pitch. It's a breaking ball down and in. Lloyd last night 1 of 3, 2 walks and a run scored. Here's the 1-0 from Knack. Missed time with a changeup. Last night, 7 different players reached base at least 3 times for the Redbirds. Here's the 2-0. Little down, 3-0. Actually was inside looking at ABS. Now 3-0 to Lloyd, starting off the second. A loss for the Redbirds last night. Snapped a 4-game win streak overall. 8 straight wins on the road. Pitch a strike. Even with that loss, though, now 10-5 in their last 15 overall. 16-6 in their last 22 road games. Like the Comets, a team that is significantly better and on the road than at home. The pitch is swung out, fouled back right towards us here in the press box. It's 3-2 to Lloyd. Previous Comets record before last night, or Oklahoma City record in the Bricktown era, walks of the game 13. That was back in 2022. Pitch is swung at, hit in the air towards right center. Ruiz back to his left will make the catch. Good job by Knack after falling behind 3-0 to come back and get Lloyd to fly out. August the 19th, 2022 in Sugar Land. Oklahoma City walked 13 in the game, and again, bested it by 1 last night. Now Medlinger at the plate, 9-28 in his 8 games with the Redbirds. Good start. That's from the left side, the pitch. Slow for ball 1. Last night, 0 for 2, 3 walks, 1 run scored. 1 of 3 Redbirds to walk 3 times. Here's the 1-0. They'll hit popping up. Left side, foul territory and out of play. Redbirds have batted .311 in the first 4 games of the series. 41 hits, scoring a total of 24 runs. Again, they walk 30 times. In the 4 games, all 9 batters have reached base at least once, twice. And there have been at least 8 to reach base in all 4 games. A good changeup from Knack, called for a strike. Medlinger will ask for his batter timeouts. 1-0 Memphis in the second. Win tonight or tomorrow for the Redbirds will make it a 5th straight winning road series. 1-2 on the way. That's in the dirt. Team that got off to a slow start in the second half at just 6-12 heading to the All-Star break, but 22-15 out of the break. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Medlinger. Swings and it's a line drive into left field, a base hit. Alexander will cut it off and toss it in. There have been no shortage of 2-strike hits by the Redbirds all series. That is their 18th of the series. Batting .258 as a team with 2 strikes, which again is well above the norm. Runner on for Gavin Collins. Batting .228, 2 homers, 24 RBI in 64 games. Last played on Thursday, going 2 of 5, 2 runs scored. They'll bat from the right side. 1-0 Memphis in the second. First pitch from Knack. They'll swing, fouled out of play behind the plate. So Knack on Sunday, the final line was 6 innings, 3 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Tacoma got 1 in the first on a double steal, and then 2 more in the second after the inning started with 3 straight hits. But after that 3rd consecutive hit, he ended up retiring 13 of his last 16 batters faced. The pitch. Swings and it's a weak grounder. Left side. That's going to be past it. Ivan Gothier into right field. Just out of his range, and it's another hit for the Redbirds. Now with 2 on yet again. It was at least 2. Combination of 2 hits and or walks in 6 and 9 innings both Thursday and Friday, and now in each of the first 2 innings tonight. 2 aboard for Ciani, hitting .221, 8 homers, 36 RBI. He was drawn 10 walks and 18 plate appearances this series. No bat from the left side. First pitch from Knack. It's outside, ball 1. So after Tacoma started 5 for 8 against Knack in his last start, they then went 0 for 13. 2 on, 1 out here in the second. Comets already down 1-0. The pitch. Low and in, ball 2. Ciani 0 for 8, but 10 walks in the series. He has drawn at least 2 walks every game. For a guy who had drawn 1 walk combined in his previous 15 games. Here's the 2-0. Called for a strike with a changeup. Medlinger now at second and Collins at first. Miller shaded to the middle. 2 balls and 1 strike to Ciani. Pitch from Knack. He'll swing and miss. Another changeup. Now the fastball usage really went down as that game went on in Tacoma on Sunday. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ciani. Here's the pitch from Knack. It's a changeup outside. So a full count to Ciani. He'll ask for his batter timeout. Mike Antico on deck. Here's the 3-2. Swinging a ground ball right side. Baker backhands on to Miller for 1. Over to first with Knack covering. Not in time. Ciani just beat it. They'll get the force out at second for the second out. And runners are now at first and third for Antico. Looking at the replay. Looked like the foot was down just ahead of the ball getting in Knack's glove. Comets did all they could. Antico batting left. First pitch from Knack. It's down and inside, hitting at 257, 4 homers, 46 RBI. He's got consecutive multi-RBI games, 2 in each of the last 2 nights. Overall now 3 of 10 in the series with 5 batted in. Trying to add to Memphis' 1-0 lead in the second. Here's the pitch. He'll swing and miss at a changeup. Inning start with a fly-out by Lloyd. Medlinger and Collins with singles before the fielder's choice and force out at second. Miller shaded to the middle. It's 1-1 to Antico. Here's the pitch. He'll foul out of play behind the plate off a fastball. Redbirds have batted .267 this series with runners in scoring position. Held just 2 of 13 last night, but Antico had one of those 2 hits. Tied the game in the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the next pitch. Fastball high. 23 pitches now this inning for Knack. Trying to keep it a 1-run game. Medlinger at third and Ciani now at first. Step off by Knack. Here comes the 2-2. That's in the dirt and stopped by Robinson. He'll find it between his feet. Count is full with Weatherholt on deck. Knack setting at 3-2. Here's his payoff pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup. His first strikeout of the night. And that will end the inning. No runs, 2 hits and 2 left for the Redbirds. Heading to the bottom of the second. Comets down 1-0. As OKC Comets Baseball presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Top of the second inning, Comets trail 1-0. Jose Ramos to lead off batting right. Here's the first pitch from Matthews. It's a breaking ball inside. Ramos hitting .256, 3 homers, 18 RBI in 26 games with the Comets. Last night 0 for 3, a walk and 2 runs scored. Here's the 1-0. It's a line drive into right field for a base hit. Well, the Comets' first hit tonight. And Ramos aboard to lead off the bottom of the second. Leadoff man on again. 2 on with none out last inning, but unable to score. Going back to last night, 5 straight innings. Leadoff man has reached for the Comets. Last night, 4 innings overall, scored in 2 of them. Senzel batting right. Here's the pitch. High and outside. Second baseman Medlinger will play up the middle. Senzel hitless in the series so far. 0 for 10, 3 walks. He's batting now .265, 12 homers, 59 RBI in the season. 1-0 Memphis in the second. Pitch to Senzel. Backdoor slider for a strike. Now Matthews made 3 starts to begin the year before going on the injured list. Since his second start off the injured list beginning June the 6th, last 14 starts, body work's been really good. The throw to first base not in time. It's a 3.21 ERA with opponents only batting .214. Only 3 home runs allowed. Now there have been quite a few walks though. 39 of them in the 61 2/3 innings. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another slider from Matthews. It's been a completely different pitcher home and road. At home he's excelled, on the road really struggled. 9 starts, both in Memphis and on the road. The ERA is nearly 5 runs different. The pitch swung out and missed it, a changeup fading down and away. That's his first strikeout tonight. The runner remains on for C.J. Alexander. Comets down 1-0. The whip is over 2 on the road. And opponents batting .275. He averages nearly 21 pitches per inning on the road. He threw 23 in the first. Alexander batting left. Check on Ramos at first, who's in standing up. Alexander, 42 games with the Comets, batting .289, 5 homers, 26 RBI. Last night, 0 for 4 walk, 4 strikeouts. Even with the quiet night last night, still second in league in hits, first in extra base hits this month. 2 games remaining in August. The pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. And speaking of that, Comets, even if they do win tonight and tomorrow, it will be their first losing month since July of 2024. As Alexander asks for time. 1-0 Memphis in the second. Weather hold closer to second. Medlinger about halfway between first and second. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball. It'll go back towards the screen. Now 0-2. Matthews' last game Sunday at home against Gwinnett. No decision as the Redbirds won 7-1. 4 2/3 innings. 1 run, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Didn't give up a run until the 5th. And only allowed 1 hit through his first 4 innings. Here's the pitch to Alexander. It's outside. For Gwinnett started the 5th inning, 3 for 4 and scored a run. Got his final batter to pop out before he left the game. And faced no more than 4 batters in each of his first 4 innings. Now time requested by the catcher Collins. That'll count as the second disengagement of this plate appearance. Pitch to Alexander. In the dirt, stopped by Collins. Redbirds have won 5 of Matthews' last 6 starts as a team. Noah Miller's on deck. Comets down by a run of the second. 2-2 to Alexander. Next pitch from Matthews. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball down and away. Back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff single by Ramos. Comets starting this game 0 for 4 with runners on base. Noah Miller coming up. Batting .255, 2 homers, 22 RBI. 0 for 4 last night. Switch hitter bats right. 1-0 Redbirds in the second. First pitch to Miller. Slider missed a little bit inside, 1-0. Medlinger will play up the middle. Miller now 5 of 12 of the series. Here's the 1-0. A fastball hit in the air to center, right towards Ciani. About 3-4 small steps in will make the catch. Again, the leadoff man gets on. Nothing comes of it. No runs, a hit, one left. Going to third. Memphis leads 1-0 as OKC Comets Baseball presented by today's Shooting Sports. Top of the third inning, Redbirds lead 1-0. J.J. Weatherholt leading off, grounding out his first time up. First pitch to Weatherholt. That's a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Weatherholt, Torres, Koperniak here for the Redbirds. There's the 0-1. And it's swung out and fouled back. Weatherholt asks for his batter timeout. Now steps back in. 0-2 into the count. Here's the pitch from Knack. Swings, hits a fly ball, deep left field. Alexander running back to the wall. It is going to be off the wall. Now Karam back towards left field. Weatherholt will stop at second, a double on an 0-2 pitch. Now the Redbirds did not have an extra base hit last night. They only had 6 in the series in 4 games, and now they've got 2 early on tonight. And again, another count in which a Memphis hitter is down and comes away with a hit. Brian Torres, who homered in the first inning, batting left. First pitch from Knack, showing bunt this time. It's fouled back. Oh, to Torres. Bit outside with a changeup. So runner at second and nobody out for the Redbirds, leading 1-0 in the third. Again, it's just been constant traffic all series long. Here's the 1-1. It's a fly ball foul out of play on the left side. Last night, leadoff man got on 6 of 9 innings. It's the first time tonight. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt and deflected to the right by Robinson. Weatherholt's going to take third.
Wild pitch.
A disjointed start to the third inning. A wild pitch puts a runner at third with nobody out. Here's the 2-2. He'll swing, hit a ground ball through the middle of base hit. That'll make it 2-0 on Torres' second hit and RBI of the night. Both hits in 2 strike counts to start off the third. Runner on for Matt Koperniak drew a walk in the first. Redbirds are now 5 for 10 to start this game. Koperniak bats from the left side. First pitch from Knack. Bit inside, ball 1. (1-0). That's in the dirt. Stopped by Robinson. Torres stays at first. (2-0). Koperniak will hit a fly ball towards right. Ramos over to his left. Now 20 feet from the line will make the catch. It's the second time in Koperniak's last 9 plate appearances he's retired. Run remains on for Blaze Jordan. Hit into a double play his first time up on a one-hopper 109 off the bat. And Noah Miller was able to corral to start the double play. Jordan batting right. 2-0 Memphis in the third. Here's the pitch. Called for strike one with a curveball. Last night, his first 3 hit games since joining the Redbirds. Had been hot at AAA Worcester before getting traded from the Red Sox to the Cardinals. And this ball is launched deep left field, long gone. You can forget about it. Blaze Jordan's 3rd home run with Memphis, 9th overall at AAA this year and 15th overall this year. The 2nd home run hit by Memphis tonight. It's a 3-run 3rd inning in a 4-0 lead. Yet another 3+ run inning. At least one allowed now in 4 straight games. The Comets' pitching staff weakness all year. After no home runs the last 2 games and 3 in the series, 2 within the first 3 innings tonight. Matt Lloyd, the batter, in from the left side to pitch. High for ball 1. Next pitch from Knack, high and outside. First time he's given up multiple homers in a game since July the 10th at this ballpark. Two-0 to Lloyd, the next pitch. Swings, and this ball hit pretty well to deep right field. Ramos going back. This ball is gone as well. It's back-to-back home runs. Things go from bad to worse here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Make it 5-0 on Lloyd's 6th home run of the year.
That's the 6th for Lloyd. Came on a 2-0 pitch.
The first time the Comets have allowed back-to-back home runs this season. David Anderson out to chat. Hopefully he's got some magic words here, as it's now 5-0. 4 runs in the inning, as the Redbirds going 4 for 5 with 2 home runs and a double.
Number 34, Will Klein, up in the bullpen for Oklahoma City. Klein.
Mendlinger at the plate batting left. First pitch grounded towards the left side. Miller has it. Long throw across to first in time for the out. Nice play by Noah Miller. Fourth time one pitcher has given up 3 home runs in a game this year. First pitch to Collins fouled out of play. Will Klein starting to throw in the Comets bullpen. Here's the 0-1. Popped up and foul out of play behind the plate. 5-0 Memphis. And what has been a tough month for the pitching staff, only continuing here tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball high. The ERA this month entering tonight at 6.43. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play behind the plate. Here's the 1-2. Slider is a little bit outside. Two-two pitch. Pokes it on the ground left side. Miller is in and has it. Throws to first to end the inning. Memphis puts up 4 here in the third on 4 hits, including back-to-back home runs. They lead 5-0 as OKC Comets baseball presented by Today's Shooting Sports. Rough start to tonight's game. Comets now down 5-0 in the third after 4 in the top of this inning. Chucky Robinson batting right. First pitch from Matthews, a fastball for a strike. Robinson hitting .284 homers, 28 RBI, 42 games with the Comets. Last night, 1-2 RBI, a walk and a hit by pitch. The pitch from Matthews on the inner corner. It's 0-2. Comets hoping to just get something positive going here in the bottom of the third. Now down 5-0. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Robinson strikes out on 3 pitches. Matthews' third strikeout. Stary Ruiz, the hitter. He walked in the first. Comets down 5-0 in the third. Ruiz batting right. Corner infielders in the pitch. He'll swing and foul it back. It's the other thing when you're constantly getting down by these margins. It takes away a strength of Ruiz and some of these other Comet players if they get on base. It eliminates the run game. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is fouled off. To Ruiz. Down and away with a changeup. I mentioned the Comets entering tonight just 6-14 in the last 20 at home. We mentioned they had not won consecutive games within the same home series since early July, and they're going to have a lot of work to do if they're going to do it tonight. The pitch is up and in. Two-two pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Jordan bobbles but quickly recovers. Throws to first in time. First 2 batters at third retired. It's 5-0 Memphis. Austin Gauthier coming up. Another walk for Gauthier tonight, who in his last 20 games the on-base percentage well over 500. In from the right side, here's the first pitch from Matthews. Swing and a miss late on a slider for strike 1. Matthews looking for a shutdown inning here with none on and 2 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's inside, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Foul out of play to the right side. Here's the 1-2 to Gauthier. Bounce towards the middle, cut off in front of second by Weatherholt. Throws on the move over to first in time to end a 1-2-3 inning. So it's Matthews putting the hammer down here in the bottom of the third. Top of the 4th inning, Redbirds off to a fast start, leading 5-0. Michael Ciani leading off, hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. That's from the left side, the first pitch. Called for a strike. 5 runs, 7 hits already. And no errors for Memphis tonight. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Comets. Of those 7 hits, 4 for extra bases, 3 homers. The pitch is outside. Mack looking to regroup here in the 3rd inning. What is Ciani? Fouled out of play back towards the screen. One-two pitch. Fastball's high. Two-two. Low ball 3. Ciani asks for his batter timeout, and Tico and Weatherholt 2 up next. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ciani walks for the 11th time this series in 20 plate appearances. It's a leadoff walk. Run on for Mike Antico, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That's from the left side. First pitch from Knack. It's a sharp grounder fair down the first base line. Past it, Iving Baker going to go all the way towards the right field corner. Ciani rounding 3rd. Antico on his way towards 3rd. Ramos just now getting it in. That'll make it an RBI triple. 6-0 here in the 4th inning, and a runner at 3rd, nobody out.
Three base hit.
So now 5 extra base hits tonight. Memphis had 6 total in the first 4 games of this series, and 5 through 18 batters this evening. Weatherholt batting to the left side of the pitch. High ball 1. Grounded out in the 1st, double in the 3rd.
Will Klein back up for Oklahoma City.
Here's the 1-0. Low with a changeup. So for the Comets again, 6 runs allowed. It's astounding how much it has happened at home. Now in the last 21 home games, including tonight, as the pitch to Weatherholt swung out and missed. This is going to be the 14th time it has happened. Not surprisingly, just 2 in 11 in the previous 13. Here's the pitch from Knack. Swing and a miss for strike 2 at a changeup. Now at least 6 runs allowed in 17 of the last 24 games. The pitch is outside. And again, it's just been such a puzzle all year why the pitching has struggled so bad at home. Here's the 3-2 to Weatherholt. Now a foul out of play to the left side. Klein back up and throwing in the Comets bullpen. 3-2 to Weatherholt. Tie for ball 4. Second walk of the inning, 3rd of the game. Runners at the corners for Torres. It's like Knack was motioning for Robinson to come on out. We'll finish this series tomorrow at 6:05 here on a Family Sunday. Gates will open at 5 o'clock. Select Comets players available for pregame autographs on the concourse. Chance for kids to run the bases after the game. 6:05 the first pitch. Tickets at 405-218-2150, KCComets.com. And now Scott Hennessy making his way to the mound. And the Comets are going to make a change. 6-0 Memphis in the fourth. We take a break. There's Oklahoma City Comets baseball presented by H&H Shooting Sports. All Memphis 6-0 in the fourth. Still batting with runners at first and third and nobody out. Will Klein will look to clean things up here. 17th appearance with the Comets, 0-3, 1 save, 7.47 ERA, 15 2/3 innings, 15 runs, 13 earned, 17 hits, 15 walks, and 32 strikeouts. Inning start with a walk by Ciani. Antico tripled before the walk by Weatherholt. Torres is 2-2 with a home run and an RBI single. No bat from the left side of the plate. Senzel is in at third. The first pitch from Klein. Swinging a one-hopper to Gauthier. Up with it. Over to Miller for one. On to first, double play. It will score another run, however. The Comets have now turned 6 double plays in the last 2 games. It is now 7-0. No RBI for Torres. Koperniak the batter. Walk in the first, fly out in the third. First pitch from Klein. It's low for ball 1, so you can close the line on Knack. 3 innings pitched. 7 runs, tying his career high. 8 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, as well as 3 home runs. Here's the pitch. A pop-up left side. Alexander coming in towards the line. He's got room on the line. Will make the catch down the inning. Memphis with 2 runs on 1 hit, leaving none on base. They lead 7-0 in the fourth. Bottom of the fourth, Comets down 7-0. Lucan Baker to lead off. He popped out in the first after Quinn Matthews walked the first 2 batters he faced tonight. He's now retired 8-9. The first pitch to Baker, a strike. Baker, Ward, and Ramos. Comets just looking for something positive here. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a changeup. Here's the 0-2. That's taken down. One-two pitch to Baker. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout for Matthews. Base is empty for Ryan Ward. Now 7 in a row retired with 4 on strikeouts in that time. Ward 0 for 1 of the pop out. Here's the first pitch from Matthews. It's a fastball for a strike. Now we mentioned how he went back to Stanford for his senior year. And that year would end up being the Pac-12 Pitcher of the Year back in 2023. The next pitch. Swings it. It's a line drive to left field. Few steps back for Antico, who'll make the catch. A well hit ball, but the result all the same and out. Jose Ramos has the Comets' only hit. He comes up here with none on and 2 out. Comets down 7-0. Now Matthews in that senior year ended up second most strikeouts in a single season in Stanford history, would finish his career with the fourth most strikeouts in Stanford program history. The pitch called for a strike, and known for the complete game he pitched in a elimination game of the Super Regionals at home against Texas. Through 156 pitches, struck out 16, forcing a decisive Game 3. The pitch is low, a game Stanford would win. In the bottom of the ninth inning on a fly ball lost in the lights that allowed the game-winning run to score. Now, it resulted in a trip to Omaha for Stanford. A changeup is it's a swinging strike on Ramos apparently. And now it's 1-2. It's a first-team All-American by basically every publication in that senior year. Second in the nation in strikeouts, only 2. A notable name, Paul Skeens. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he's got a strikeout here to end another 1-2-3 inning. He's rolling right now. We go to the 5th. Comets down 7-0. This is OKC Comets baseball presented by today's Shooting Sports. Top of the 5th inning. Memphis leads 7-0. Will Klein needed just 3 pitches to get 3 outs after coming in the game last inning. His first pitch to Blaze Jordan, a strike. Jordan 1-2. Long home run out to left center, no doubter. Last time up in the 3rd. Here's the 0-1. That pitch is outside. Jordan Lloyd Edlinger here for the Redbirds. One from Klein. Breaking ball high and outside. This game for Klein was on Tuesday night. Inning in a 3rd, no runs, 2 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Here's the 2-1. Weekly tapped up the left side. It's going to go foul. Landon Act 3+ innings, 7 runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. The 7 runs, he never given up 7 runs in a game in his career until this year, and now this is the 4th time it has happened. Through 75 pitches, 40 strikes. Redbirds go 8 for 16 with 5 extra base hits. The pitch is grounded foul off to the right side. And we talked about the pitching staff overall struggling this month, and it's the starters. It has just really, really been a struggle. Now, granted, there just haven't been many starting pitchers, period. There have been several bullpen games. But when there have been true starts, quite frankly, they just have not gone well more often than not. You include tonight starters. Well, first and foremost, it's now 21 games by actual starters and only 81 in a 3rd innings. That's the first problem. The pitch is grounded foul, or no, yeah, it will go foul. About 3/4 up the way up the line. Now, granted, that does include a couple of rehab starts by Roki Sasaki, who's not built up. It includes a couple starts by Kyle Funkhauser coming off the injured list, and one in which he had to leave the game with an injury. So again, those things, of course, come into play. But in these now 81 in a 3rd innings by starters, it is 76 runs allowed. Here's the 2-2 to Jordan. Ground ball left side. Senzel to his left, vacuums it. He'll now throw to first for the out. One away in the 5th inning for Matt Lloyd. Homered his last time up. There you go, this far into the season, 130 games in, is the first time the Comets give up back-to-back homers all year. With Jordan and Lloyd in the 3rd. Lloyd bats left. Now 6 of 13 this series. Here's the first pitch. It's low for ball 1. 7-0 Redbirds in the 5th. 1 in the first, 4 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Pitch from Klein. That's going to be outside for ball 2. Two-0. Fastball down in the zone, strike 1. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a really good cutter from Will Klein. Short underneath the bat of Lloyd. In the hands, 2-2. Los Angeles Dodgers take on the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight. Lost the opener last night 3-0. Dodgers shut out for the 7th time this year. Held to just 3 hits. 2-2 pitch from Klein. It's taken for ball 3. Tonight, Tyler Glasnow against Eduardo Rodriguez. The pitching matchup. It's scoreless after 1 inning. Pitched to Lloyd. Still fouled off the left side. Three-two. Starts his swing and he went. And a pitch down and away. Now Robinson up with it. Well, throw down to first. Just the second strikeout tonight. Again, we talked about Memphis. Their ability to put the ball in play. It has really been evident throughout this series. But then again, you look at last series against Tacoma, the team that struck out the fewest times, not only just in the PCL, but even fewer times than Memphis and the fewest among all AAA teams. And the Comets still got their strikeouts against Tacoma. Edlinger batting left, the pitch. Called for strike 1. Now some updates from Dodger Stadium today. Kyle Hurd, who's been out all year after undergoing Tommy John surgery in the middle of last year, threw a live BP at Dodger Stadium today. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is grounded foul off to the right and now expected to join Oklahoma City on a rehab assignment this coming week in Sugar Land. Sounds like he will build up to about a 2-inning relief role. Will be the max for him, but could end up being another potential and useful option for the Dodgers. So look forward to seeing Kyle next week. Here's the pitch. It's taken for ball 1. And Tommy Edman again took live BP on the field today against Hurt. Sounds like he is nearing a rehab assignment, as is Max Muncy, who's been out with illness, but the side issue looks like it is coming around, and he could be again starting a rehab assignment soon as well. Now, whether Tommy Edman and Max Muncy, they join OKC, we don't know yet. Here's the pitch. Fouled off the left side. "7-0 Redbirds here in the 5th inning. In good position to win 4 of the first 5 games and clinch a series win here in Oklahoma City. 1-2 from Klein. Able to get a piece of a breaking ball. Now Brock Stewart, their trade deadline acquisition for the bullpen from the Twins. He's been out with a shoulder issue and not been responding well after playing catch. Got another cortisone shot. Here's the 1-2. Tie it outside. Well, his timeline now up in the air. Two to Medlinger. Called for strike 3 down to the zone, and is Medlinger challenging it? No, I think he's just... Is he? Or no? Everyone's thought he was. And is basically just clutching his helmet, it looked like. So it's a strikeout to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Klein, who's retired all 5 batters he has faced. We have the bottom of the 5th. Comets down 7-0. This is OKC Comets baseball presented by J8 Shooting Sports. Bottom of the fifth inning, Comets trailing at 7-0. Quinn Matthews has retired 9 straight at 11-12. His first pitch to Nick Senzel's strike. Senzel 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Edlinger will play up the middle. Count at 0-1. Here's the pitch to Senzel. It's a curveball high. I mentioned Matthews last year, Baseball America's Minor League Pitcher of the Year, the MLB Pipeline Pitching Prospect of the Year, which over 26 starts had a 2.76 ERA, struck out 202. The pitch is swung out, hit in the air to center. Ciani drifting back, squares up to the ball and makes a two-handed catch. At a .98 whip for the year, 179 opponent batting average. C.J. Alexander coming up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Comets hopefully can just do something, get him out of his rhythm here. Here's the pitch from Matthews. It's outside for ball 1. Matthews only the second pitcher in minor league baseball since 2011 with 200 more strikeouts in a season. Here's the 1-0. Curveball high. The other was Brandon Pfaadt, now of the Arizona Diamondbacks, back in 2022. The first time a Cardinals minor leaguer had 200 plus strikeouts in a season in a long time. Pitch is called for a strike since 1998 when Rick Ankiel did it. And the second highest strikeouts per 9 innings in the Cardinals system since 2000. 2 balls and a strike to Alexander. Here's the pitch from Matthews. It's swung out and fouled back. Two-two pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards the right side. Cut off by Medlinger. Throws across his body. It's a little bit soft and on a bounce. It's not going to be in time, and Alexander's going to have an infield hit. It's the second hit for the Comets tonight. Both have been singles. So again, we talk about this sometimes. You know, pitcher, all they're doing, they're retired several batters in a row. You're throwing, you're catching, you're throwing again. You're in a rhythm. Now you got to pitch out of the stretch for the first time in a while. Of course, the difference is 7-0 game. You don't have to maybe pay as much attention to the runner. The pitch called for a strike. And there have been plenty of times we have seen a pitcher who had been in a groove get thrown out of it with just one base runner. Miller flying out his first time up. The count at 0-1. 7-0 Redbirds in the fifth. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball for a strike. Of course, very well just could be wishful thinking on my part, but we do what we got to do, right? As now Miller asks for his batter timeout. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss at the changeup, down and away. 6 strikeout for Matthews. Runner remains on for Chucky Robinson, who's 0 for 1 of the strikeout. Robinson batting right the pitch. A little bit high with a curveball. It's been challenged by Collins.
Calls a ball, the Redbirds.
Memphis 7 of 10 of their challenges this series. First challenge by either team tonight. And it was a strike. Not half the ball got the top of the zone. Two challenges left for the Redbirds. 0-1 to Robinson. The 0-1. Change up, down and away. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another changeup. Ahead of Robinson and a ball in 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Matthews. Outside, 3rd consecutive changeup. Comets only had 1 hit with less than 2 out last night. They're looking for their first 2-out hit tonight. It's just now 7 hits the last 2 games combined. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Went to the changeup again. Well, so much about the hopes of getting Matthews out of his rhythm after the hit by Alexander. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Top of the 6th inning, Comets trail 7-0. First pitch to Gavin Collins. A strike from Will Klein. 24 pitches across the 5 batters he's faced, retiring them at all. Collins 1-2 tonight. Here's the 0-1. That's low with a fastball. Remember, you can send in your text messages to us here in the broadcast booth at 405-218-2126. The 1-1, that's low. 405-218-2126. Questions, comments, poems, jokes, riddles. You can send them all via text message. Add your name and location in the body of the message so we know who's saying hello and we can give you a proper welcome. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a tapper foul. Back to the right of the batter's circle. Remember, these jerseys for the Comets that they're wearing tonight are available for auction right now. Go to MILBauctions.com. It's MILBauctions.com. Then select the Comets from the Active Team Auctions drop-down menu. And that's where you can bid on these game-worn light blue jerseys. Again, proceeds will benefit the OU Health Stevenson Cancer Center. 2-2 to Collins. Swinging a grounder towards short. It's gobbled up by Miller, who throws to first for the out. And that is MILBauctions.com. The auction will go until tomorrow night at midnight, meaning essentially 11:59 p.m. Sunday.
43, Alexis Diaz out of the bullpen for Oklahoma City.
Michael Ciani batting left. He pitches inside. Hit into a fielder's choice in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 4th. 7-0 Redbirds in the 6th. Alexis Diaz starts to throw in the Comets bullpen. Here's the 1-0. It's a liner into right field. A base hit, his first hit of the series. And been getting on base a ton with walks. Collects a 1-out single. The 8th hit by the, 9th hit by the Redbirds tonight. Antico, the hitter, 1-2 with an RBI triple and a run scored. Antico batting left. First pitch from Klein. Time for ball 1. Key series between Tacoma and El Paso this week, and El Paso and Tacoma has won 3 of the first 4. They now lead the league by 2 games ahead of Sacramento as the pitch is fouled off, and El Paso, with those 3 losses in 4 games against the Rainiers, have fallen in the 3rd, 2.5 back. Currently, El Paso leads 2-1 in the 4th inning. One Antico. There goes Ciani. A breaking ball's inside. No throw down. I believe we have a challenge from Klein.
The pitcher, Klein, is challenging that. We did have a stolen base.
And it was inside, so the Comets will lose the challenge. Comets have now missed their last 4 challenges. Still with 1 remaining tonight, Ciani gets his 20th stolen base of the year. 2 balls and a strike to Antico. Pitch from Klein. He'll swing and miss, strike 2. Now last night in El Paso, Tacoma carried an 11-3 lead into the bottom of the 9th. El Paso scored 6 and had the tying runs on when the game finally ended, as Tacoma white knuckles it to an 11-9 victory. Here's the 2-2. Low for ball 3. In a game that went 9 full innings, had a total of 20 runs and 29 hits, and it was still 12 minutes shorter than the game the Comets and Redbirds played last night. All 4 games this series have gone at least 3 hours. 3-2 to Antico in the dirt, and this is deflected by Robinson. Ciani will now go to third, so a walk plus a wild pitch. Two on for Weatherholt. After Klein had retired 6 in a row, a single and a walk have followed as the Redbirds threatening to add on to a 7-0 lead. Weatherholt 1-2, a double, a walk, and a run scored. He'll bat left. Now throw to first, Antico in safely. It's the first time the Comets, there have been several times they played 3 straight games of at least 3 hours. It is the first time they've gone 4 straight of 3 hours. Another throw over, and again Antico in safely. It's a second disengagement with Weatherholt at the plate and runners at first and third. Now for Memphis, this is completely new territory for them. Their previous 4 3-hour games had come within their last 37 games. Here's the pitch from Klein. Antico will go. Pitch is called for a strike. Throw down to second is not in time. Second stolen base of the inning by the Redbirds. Antico's 20th. And now runners at second and third with 1 out. 0-1 to Weatherholt. Infield will stay back. The pitch. He'll foul out a play behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to fastball. Third strikeout by Klein. And we're going to have a pitching change coming up. So it ends up being 2 2/3 innings for Will Klein, which is a season high. And again, able to give the Comets a little length here tonight after Knack gets. Well, no, it's not going to be a pitching change. Spoke too soon. Scott Hennessy, it's only maybe the second, maybe third time he's gone out there and not made a pitching change this year. Brian Torres coming up. Torres 2 for 3 with a home run and an RBI single. Held that from the left side. First pitch from Klein. Tied for ball one. The 1-0. Gets a cutter over the inner part of the plate for a strike. One to Torres. He'll swing and miss. Threw a fastball 1-2. He homered in the first. RBI single in the third and hit into a double play in the fourth. Runners remain at second and third with two out here in the sixth inning. Memphis in front at 7-0. It'll be Klein's 44th pitch since entering. Here's the 1-2. Fastball high and outside. I mentioned Sacramento now in second place, entering tonight, 2 behind Tacoma. Their game in Reno scoreless in the second inning. Here's the 2-2. Called for strike three. What a job by Will Klein, helping cover some outs here tonight in his longest outing the season. Bottom of the sixth inning, Comets down 7-0. First pitch from Matthews, a curveball that slipped and is high two. Esteury Ruiz, who walked in the first, grounded out in the third, and with that walk in the first, 28 game on base streak, continues his season high, longest by a Comet this year. The pitch to Ruiz, a strike. Comets just have had not much going against left-hander Quinn Matthews tonight. He walked the first two batters he has faced, and he has been close to untouchable since. A swing and a miss at a slider down and in for strike two. Tiring 14 of 16 since those two walks to open his night. Ahead of Ruiz at 1-2. Here's his next pitch. Fastball high. Ruiz, Gonthy, or Baker here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Two. Barely starts his swing on a curveball, fouled it off. Well, we got some questions on the text line tonight. MVP down the hall, Mission Control, wants to know if I've ever caught a foul ball live on the radio. No is the short answer to that question. There's only been twice a ball has even come into my booth at 2-2. The pitch is hit in the air, right field, right at Torres. Couple of steps into the left to make the catch. It's only happened once here in my 13 years in Oklahoma City. I mean, it has to be hit just right. The window isn't very wide either. It has to eclipse the net. It's such an angle. I mean, it has to not get over the net by much of an angle. The pitch to Austin Gonthy, or a strike. I have the ball on my desk of the only foul ball that has been hit into my booth at this ballpark. It happened 10 years ago. Here's the 0-1. The pitch is swung out and missed. And the funny thing is, of course, this was back when Oklahoma City would play other National League affiliates. You used the old National League rules before the universal DH. Pitchers would hit. It was by a pitcher. It hit the foul ball by the name of Eric Surkamp. The pitch is fouled off the left side. The only other time it has happened was in Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa. And I didn't catch it. That was like a screaming liner. I just got out of the way. Here's the 0-2. Swings and fouls it back. Right-hander Skylar Hales throwing in the Memphis bullpen. It's 7-0 Redbirds. They scored a run in the first and then took control of this game with a 4-run third. Meanwhile, Quinn Matthews has kept the Comets quiet. The pitch is in the dirt. Only 2 hits allowed, both singles. Only 1 runner as far as second base so far tonight. The 1-2 pitch. little bit high. Two. It's in the dirt. Three-two to Gauthier. That's low for ball four. Walks for the second time tonight, and it's Matthews' first walk since he walked Gauthier in the first inning. Up Lucan Baker. Well, we had Lucan on our pregame show, wrapped up a multi-part interview with him, and we asked him about the plate music he comes up to, the Waylon Jennings Classic, Lukenbach, Texas. And it turns out, he said, I didn't choose it. Just, that's what they played the first time I came up here as the pitch is high. And said, you know, I had a good game, so I might as well keep it. So, Chavo, you did good work, my friend. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike with a changeup. Another question we got from our friend Molly in Bloomington, Indiana. Molly, as we like to say, understands the assignment. 1 ball and 1 strike to Baker. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. So, Molly, I'm not going to have a good answer for you. Because Molly wants to know if I could have any pet marsupial, what would it be? So I just basically Googled marsupials to see what qualifies as one. I know kangaroos and koalas are marsupials. That's about all I could name off the top of my head. Here's the pitch. Starts his swing and able to hold it on a pitch down and away. There are so many other ones on this list I've never heard of, even come close to hearing of. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He'll swing and foul it off. The most common kind of marsupials: kangaroos, koalas, opossums, possums, which I didn't know were 2 separate things. Tasmanian devils. Ooh, that might be an interesting one. Wombats, wallabies, and bandicoots. I remember the video game Crash Bandicoot. Here's the 2-2. That's down and outside. So are capybaras not marsupials? I just learned what that was like this past fall. Here's the 3-2. Time from all 4, another walk. Back-to-back walks put 2 on for Ryan Ward. And Matthews now in 95 pitches. And Johnson makes his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change. Now Matthews done after 5 1/3 innings tonight, keeping the Comets off the board at this point. It is the Redbirds in front at 7-0 in the 6th. There's OKC Comets baseball presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Out of the 6th inning, the Comets are trailing 7-0, batting with 2 on and 1 out. For Ryan Ward, the new pitcher is right-hander Skylar Hales. Hales in his 9th appearance with the Redbirds, 2-0, 8 1/3 innings, 10 runs, 9 earned, 10 hits, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Ward is 0 for 2 tonight. Comets only have 2 hits, both singles. Matthews still responsible for the runners on. Here's the pitch from Ward. It's fouled off to the right side. It'll send some Redbirds players scurrying. Pop out of the 1st and a line out to left in the 4th. First time the Comets have a runner in scoring position since the 1st inning. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2 at a slider. Hale's last pitching on Wednesday, 1 inning pitch, 2 runs, 3 hits, a walk and a strikeout. Came over in a trade with the Rangers a few weeks ago. Now time is called, requested by the catcher Collins. Here's the 0-2. Tie for ball 1. Jose Ramos on deck. So I am just going to give a brief answer to Molly's question. After extensive research, I'm going to go with Wombat. For the marsupial I would pick as a pet. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball towards the right side. Mentlinger up with it. Over to second for 1. On to first. That's a double play. It'll end the inning. Well, it's anytime there's been a little promise for the Comets, it's been a race. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. Go to the 7th. Comets down at 7-0. This OKC Comets baseball presented by today's Shooting Sports. The 7th inning, the Comets down 7-0. 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Memphis. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Comets. New pitcher is Alexis Diaz. Right-hander facing Matt Koperniak. The pitch is down and in for ball 1. Koperniak 0 for 2, a walk and 2 flyouts. Diaz out of the stretch with nobody on base. Here's his 1-0. Fouled back. Alexis Diaz at his 11th appearance for the Comets. 0-1, 1 save, 8 2/3 innings, 8 runs, 6 hits. 8 walks, 9 strikeouts. A 1-2-3 inning a couple nights ago. 10 pitches, 1 strikeout. Now Will Klein, again, great job by him. Picks out 9 outs, 3 innings pitched, a season high. No runs, a hit, a walk, 4 strikeouts, 45 pitches, 28 strikes. The pitch on the way, it's high, and our production team, as we went to the bottom of the 6th inning, showed a replay of Klein basically giving Henny the stop sign when Henny was coming out to get him. The next pitch, swung out and missed. I think it's like, hey, I'm good. We're down 7-0. Let me just try and get out of this thing. And he did. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Koperniak. Here's the pitch from Diaz. Lines it foul off to the left. Two and 2 to Koperniak. Here's the pitch from Diaz. It's outside. Full count leading off the 7th. Jordan and Lloyd due up next. Here's the 3-2. Swings and it's a fly ball, deep right field. Ramos running out of room, and it is gone for the Redbirds' 4th home run tonight. It is Koperniak's 14th of the season, and will make it 8-0. It hit 2 home runs in the first 4 games combined, and now 4 tonight. First pitch on the way to Jordan is outside for ball 1. The second time Oklahoma City has given up 4 home runs in a game this year. The pitch is strike. The other time is in Albuquerque on June the 12th. The first time it has happened at home. You do not see 4 home runs in one game by the Comets or their opponent very often here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. As the pitch swung out and missed. And now the 6th extra base hit by the Redbirds. The pitch is swung out and missed for strike 3. That matched the Redbirds' total through 4 games. One down for Lloyd. He'll hit a grounder foul down the right side. The next pitch is swung at. Grounded foul off to the right again. Neither team had hit a home run the last two games. Here's the pitch to Lloyd, down and in. Next pitch he'll swing, grounded back to Diaz. Underhand flip to Baker. Got on a bounce and corralled it. Now it's recorded all the same. First time OKC gives up 4 runs at home since June the 18th of last season. Mendlinger at the plate, 1-3 tonight. Pitch from Diaz, a strike. 8-0 now after the Koperniak home run. Not only 8-0 in the run column, 10-2 in the hit column. Both hits for the Comets, singles. Pitch is high. Here's the 1-1. That's taken down. Two on to Mendlinger. Breaking ball a little bit low. It's a fly ball to shallow right center. Ruiz and Ramos converging. Ramos wants it. He'll make the catch and end the inning. 4th home run of the night hit by the Redbirds. It's Matt Koperniak. Bottom of the 7th inning. The Comets down 8-0. First pitch to Jose Ramos. Misses inside for ball 1. Skylar Hales gets a double play off the bat of Ryan Warden last inning. Remains in the game here in the 7th. Here's the 1-0. It's outside. Ramos 1-2. Only one of the 2 Comets hits tonight. Here's the 2-0. Tie for ball 3. Three to Ramos. Up and in, ball 4. Well, the theme of the series has continued for the Comets. They're drawing walks. They're just not converting them into runs. 4 walks before this one to Ramos, all left on base, or technically only 3 left on base because of a double play. Actually, technically only 2 because one was picked off also. But it's now, including those 4 tonight, 32 walks, only 6 of them eventually scored. Senzel batting right, pitch from Hales, a strike. Senzel 0 for 2, a strike out of the 2nd, fly out of the 5th. The 0-1, called for strike 2. Got another question on our text line. It's Marvin from Dexterville, Connecticut. Wants to know my favorite type of tree and do I like tree houses? Well, first, let me tell you, I don't think I've ever been in a tree house. I really don't think I have. Here's the 0-2. Starts his swing, could not check it at a fastball high. And Senzel strikes out, 8th strikeout by the Memphis pitching staff. Favorite type of tree? I guess one that's big and provides a lot of shade. Yeah, sorry, it's not a very good answer. As Alexander batting left, the pitch is inside.
Up in the bullpen for Oklahoma City is Ryan Sublett.
Alexander 1 for 2 tonight, struck out in the 2nd and singled in the 5th. Here's the 1-0. High from Hales. The next pitch called for a strike. Elsewhere in the PCL, Albuquerque leads Sugar Land 7-3 in the 6th. Albuquerque looking to snap a 5-game skid. 4 RBI night to this point by Owen Miller, Noah's brother. Here's the 2-1. It's down and inside. Zach Cole, a home run for Sugar Land, is 3rd. Three balls and a strike to Alexander. Here's the pitch. Grounded right side. That's through. Base hit. Goes underneath the legs of Ramos, running from first to second, now on his way to 3rd. So C.J. Alexander's got 2 of the Comets' 3 hits tonight. And the Comets have their first hit with a runner on base, and also the first time a runner has advanced to 3rd tonight. Noah Miller, the batter. This has been peculiar for the Comets this series. They have direly struggled with runners at 3rd, less than 2 out. In 13 plate appearances, they have only brought the runner in twice. Miller, switch hitter, batting left. Swings at the first pitch. That's going to be past a diving Mendlinger and into right field, a base hit. No RBI single by Miller, and the Comets are on the board, now down 8-1 here in the 7th. Noah Miller's 23rd RBI. So some positive things happening here in the 7th. Jackie Robinson to the plate. He'll ask for his batter timeout before the plate appearance starts. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch to Robinson, taken for ball 1. Swinging strikeouts in the 3rd and the 5th. So turning a walk into a run. Converting runner at 3rd, less than 2 out. Here's the 1-0. It's a fly ball to center field. Ciani going back, still moving on the track, is going to make the catch right in front of the wall. Both runners are tagging and will advance to 2nd and 3rd. A 395-foot flyout off the bat of Chucky Robinson to center. Two in scoring position for Ruiz, who's 0 for 2 in the walk. First pitch to Ruiz. Bit high, ball 1. Ryan Sublet's been warming in the Comets bullpen. The next pitch, he'll swing, grounded foul off the left side. Walk in the first, ground out in the third, line out in the sixth. Here's the 1-1. Called for strike two. One-two to Ruiz. Breaking ball taken low. Two men in scoring position for Ruiz. 2-2 pitch. Starts a swing, couldn't hold it. On a slider downstairs. Strikeout will end the inning. Comets get 1 run on 2 hits and leave 2 in scoring position. Top of the 8th, Memphis leading 8-1. First pitch to Gavin Collins. That's fouled back as Diaz remains in the game for the Comets. Collins 1 of 3.
Up in the bullpen for Memphis is number 40, Osvaldo Berrios.
Nothing in 1 to Collins. Next pitch from Diaz. It's a fly ball to deep center. Ruiz going back. He's got a play on it, and it'll make the catch to his right. Base is empty for Michael Ciani. In the Memphis bullpen is right-hander Osvaldo Berrios. And it appears we're going to have a pitching change here. So the Comets down 8-1. Ryan Sublett will come in with 1 out of the 8th as Oklahoma City Comets baseball presented by H&H Shooting Sports. Top of the 8th inning, the Comets down 8-1. Pitching change with Ryan Sublett coming in. His 37th appearance, 8-2, 5.04 ERA, 50 innings, 29 runs, 28 earned on 56 hits, 38 walks, 54 strikeouts. Alexis Diaz done after an inning and a third. Gives up 1 run on 1 hit, the Koperniak home run with no walks and a strikeout. Diaz ends up throwing 22 pitches. Michael Ciani 1-2 with a walk and a run scored. Bats from the left side of the plate. Sublett out of the stretch, nobody on. His first pitch. It's popped out left side towards the Comets dugout and out of play. Sublett on Thursday night, inning in 2/3. No runs or hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Here's the 0-1. Taken low. Round Rock entering tonight in 4th place in the league and 4 out of 1st. They lead Salt Lake at home 3-1 in the 8th inning. Trevor Hauver with the game's only home run for Round Rock, his 11th. Here's the 1-1. It's called for strike 2. Round Rock starting pitcher Michael Plasmeyer through 6 scoreless innings tonight. Ball and 2 strikes to Ciani. Next pitch from Sublette. It's in the dirt. Another interleague series going on this week in Las Vegas. When Las Vegas tied 2-2 in the first. 2-2 to Ciani. Popped up. Shallow left. Miller back. And Alexander coming in. He's calling for it. That'll make the catch. Two away for Antico. 1-3 with an RBI triple, a walk, and a run scored. Reno's open up a 4-0 lead on Sacramento in the fourth. Pitch on the way to Antico is high. 8-1 the Memphis lead in the 8th inning. One-0 from Sublette. Up in the zone for a strike. One. Change-up grounded right side. Gauthier backhands, throws across to first in time. That'll end a 1-2-3 inning. Heading to the bottom of the 8th. Comets trail 8-1. There's Oklahoma City Comets baseball. On the 8th inning, Memphis in command at 8-1. Osvaldo Barrios, the new pitcher for the Redbirds. Austin Gauthier leading it off. 0 for 1. A couple of walks. Enter tonight on a season-best 8-game hitting streak. He bats right. First pitch from Barrios. Fastball missed a bit tight. Walks in the 1st and 6th. The ground down to the 3rd. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball for strike 1. Barrios' 6th appearance, 0-1. 6 2/3 innings, 10 runs, 15 hits, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. 1-1 pitch. Fastball up and in. On Tuesday, 1 inning pitched. No runs, a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. Two-one. Down and outside. Skylar Hales, inning in 2/3, 1 run, 2 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. 24 pitches, 13 strikes, stranded his 2 inherited runners. Three-one. Hit deep and foul off to the right side. "28 games for Barrios with Springfield before joining the Redbirds. His 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball is called for strike 3. Challenged by Gauthier.
Pitch was a called strike 3. Gauthier's challenge.
And it does get the top of the zone.
Oklahoma City is out of the challenges.
Comets for a second straight night. Actually, excuse me. Second time in 3 nights lose their challenges. They are now 0 for 5 the last 3 games combined. Tenth strikeout by the Memphis pitching staff. First pitch to Lucan Baker, a curveball that's a little bit high. Baker tonight 0-1 with a 0-2 with a walk. Here's the pitch. Swings. This ball's mashed. Deep center. Ciani back at the wall, turning, and it's gone. Lucan Baker, the home run maker, is second with Oklahoma City. 12th overall of the year. And the Comets Get a home run by Baker to make it 8-2 here in the 8th inning. Warren Can't home run by Baker. Warren Can't, any job, any size, any time. As we've referenced, Baker, the Memphis franchise leader in home runs. 96 of them. The first one he's ever hit against Memphis. The pitch to Ryan Ward, taken high, and for the Comets, their first home run. In the last 3 games, just their second of the series. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball is high. Ward is 0 for 3 tonight. Popped out in the first, lined out to left of the 4th, grounded out in the 6th. 2-0. Outside for ball 3. A 4th home run allowed in just 7 innings pitched for Berrios to this point with the Redbirds. Here's the 3-0. Fastball down the pipe for a strike. Dodgers and Diamondbacks scoreless in the 6th inning. Dodgers yet to score in the series. Diamondbacks have held them scoreless for now 14 innings running. Here's the 3-1. Swinging a foul ball straight down. Tyler Glasnow 6 scoreless, didn't give up a hit until the 6th. No walks, 6 strikeouts. But again, the offense yet to get on the board. Freddie Freeman hit a double tonight, now tied with Tony Gwynn on the all-time doubles list. Here's the 3-2 to Ward. Swings and it's a liner caught by Medlinger, underhanded right above the dirt. Quiet series for Ryan Ward continues, but he's certainly not the only one. So for Freddie Freeman, tied for 36th all-time in Major League history with Tony Gwynn. And I think there's little doubt Freddie Freeman on the Hall of Fame track, and he had mentioned in the same breath as Tony Gwynn. Certainly does not hurt your case. The pitch to Jose Ramos, a strike. 1-2 with a walk and a run scored. It's 8-2 Memphis in the 8th inning. Here's the 0-1. Taken low. One to Ramos. Breaking ball is fouled down the third base side. Ramos taking his batter timeout. Down to the count at 1-2. Next pitch from Berrios. Fastball high and outside. Two. Breaking ball grounded back to Berrios, snags it next to his leg, and he'll throw to first base to end the inning. Comets with a run on the Baker homer. They go to the 9th down. Top of the 9th inning, 8-2 Memphis. J.J. Weatherholt leading off for the Redbirds. 1-3 with the double, a walk and a run scored. Ryan Sublet's first pitch is taken for ball 1. One over to Weatherholt. That's down and outside. Redbirds parent club St. Louis Cardinals won in Cincinnati 4-2. The pitch from Sublett. He'll swing and foul it down. Home runs by Wilson Contreras, his 20th. Pedro Pages, his 11th. Matt McLean, his 12th of the year for the Reds. Winning pitcher Michael McGreevy goes to 6-2. Andrew Abbott, the all-star of the loss, he's 8-5. Kyle Leahy picks up his first save. 2-1 pitch. Downstairs, ball 3. It's a sharp grounder to the middle, but Miller shaded that way, has it, and is able to scoop it and throw to first for the out. Base is empty for Brian Torres. One of the 4 home runs by Memphis. Again, Oklahoma City tying its season high by giving up 4 home runs tonight. The second time that has happened, and the first time it has happened at home since mid-June of last year. Torres batting from the left side of the pitch. Swing and a miss and a slider. Tacoma's opened up a 7-3 lead in El Paso. Trying to take 4 of 5 in that big series on the road. If they hang on and win, it would put El Paso 3.5 back. The pitch is swung out of miss at a changeup. No balls in. 2 strikes to Torres. Next pitch from Sublett. Changeup down and away. No home runs at Southwest University Park tonight. Leody Taveras has got 3 hits and 3 RBI for Tacoma. A 1-2. It's called for strike 3. Torres doesn't like the call. He can challenge it, but he's not. I mean, the whole ball was in the zone per ABS. First strikeout for Sublett tonight, 2 away in the 9th. It's 8 straight retired by the Comets pitching staff, as well as 10 of the last 11. The one exception is Matt Koperniak, who comes to the plate, a home run in the 7th inning. That's for the left side. The first pitch to Koperniak. He'll swing and miss for strike 1. It's, again, his 15th or 14th home run overall this year, but 9th since the All-Star break. Got off to a really slow start this year. Had a huge year for Memphis last season. Got himself on the Cardinals' 40-man roster. The 0-1. The pitch is fouled back, and he's, unfortunately for the Comets and the other opponents for Memphis, Koperniak kind of returning that now 2020 form here after the All-Star break. Nothing in 2. Here's the pitch from Sublett. Fastball high and outside. In the bottom of the 9th for the Comets, it's Senzel, Alexander, and Miller due up. Left-hander Alex Cornwell's been warming in the Memphis bullpen. Redbirds going to lead by at least 6. Here's the 1-2. It's a line drive into right field. Another base hit for Koperniak. Comes on a 2-strike count again. And continues for Blaze Jordan. It's the 11th hit by the Redbirds tonight. Now hitting the Comets 11-5. Jordan 1 of 4 with a 2-run homer. That's from the right side. First pitch from Sublett. Swing and a miss for strike 1 at a slider. Here's the 0-1. Slow it outside. Jordan get into a double play in the first. 2-run homer in the third. Ground out of the fifth and a strikeout in the seventh. Pitch is swung out and missed on a slider from Sublett. Sam Carlson starts to throw for the Comets. I suppose if Sublett runs into his pitch count here. One-two to Jordan. Flied into shallow left. Miller back, Alexander in. Alexander under it. That'll make the catch to end the inning. No runs, a hit, one left. Last chance for the Comets, down 8-2. There's Oklahoma City Comets baseball. On the ninth inning, the Comets down 8-2. Left-hander Alex Cornwell is the new pitcher for Memphis. 30th appearance, 3-6, 6.37 ERA, 83 and a third innings, 63 runs, 59 earned, 103 hits, 42 walks, 61 strikeouts. Nick Senzel, C.J. Alexander, Noah Miller coming up. Senzel 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 13 this series. Tough series for him. First pitch from Cornwell, high and outside. Berrios goes one inning, allowed one run on one hit, the Baker home run. No walks and a strikeout. The pitch to Senzel, down and in. Berrios with 19 pitches and 10 strikes. Comets were held scoreless until the seventh. One run each of the last two innings. Only 5 hits tonight. Same total they had last night. The pitch is down and in. And that was their lowest hit total since August the 1st. Here's the 3-0 pitch, called for a strike. Now, should the Comets not score this inning, it would be the fourth time in the last 17 home games the Comets lose by at least 6. Again, that's just in home games as the home struggles continue to be prevalent. The pitch is fouled off. Again, should they not come back tonight, it'll make it 6-15 in the last 21 home games. And in those 21 games, this is the 9th time they've given up at least 8 runs. Which, again, at this ballpark, just it makes 0 sense. Here's the 3-2. Pitch is grounded foul off the left side, but we've really been saying it basically not all year, but essentially from mid-May on. Three-two. Swing and a miss for strike 3. One away in the 9th inning. C.J. Alexander at the plate. He's 2 for 3. Only Comet with a multi-hit game. Batting from the left side. First pitch from Cornwell. Swinging a grounder towards the left side, right at Jordan. Infield throw to first. There's 2 away. Post-game report is coming up next. They'll recap tonight's game. Unfortunately, one that certainly looks like not going to go the Comets' way. And Memphis will clinch a series win. It'll be the 3rd time this year the Comets have lost a series before the finale, all at home. They will also fall to .500 overall at home. The pitch to Miller, taken high, and it'll be 6-15 the last 21. 26-30 in the last 56. The 1-0. Pitch is grounded towards the left side. Weather hold up with it, throws to first. That'll end the ball game. Memphis takes control of the 4-run third and goes on to win 8-2 tonight, as the Redbirds have now won 4 of 5 to start this series here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Come back with a post-game report. This Oklahoma City Comets baseball presented by H&H Shooting Sports.